Testing, testing the audio of my stream. Okay, looks like the audio is working. Backflip test. That is still funny. But it does look like everything is currently working as intended. Let me get over here real quick and then check the tags. Okay, looks like everything's looking good. So, with that being said, welcome, internets, to my continuing playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Dun dun dun. Yes, today we are back for more exploring in the skies in the frozen north. Oh, and apparently getting attacked by random birds. Hello, Rose. Yes, early ASMR stream as I beat up a bird that tried to kill me. Angel will likely be joining us at around 9 o'clock my time, so in about an hour and a half or so. She's currently still sleeping, so I might be keeping my voice down just a little bit. That and my voice is still a little bit sore as I was sick this last week, as I did catch whatever Angel had, so. But yes, we are now back on the trail of the giant whale thing that's attempted to try and eat me. Boink. And all the enemies still wish to try and murder me. Oh boy, let's see what happens here, because the guy was expecting a reward for discovering a new primal, even though he's an idiot. But I fear the worst. What happened out there? Point dramatically. A primal? Are you sure? Yet now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Vanu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanguard's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior towards the people of Camp Cloudtop. Ah, you mean to say they have fallen under the Primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alphanod. Are you feeling something important, Lady Lynette? A little recognition for Hero of the Hour, a few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, or so on? Ah, yes, you are right, of course. Master Sentry deserves all that and more for having risked his life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Well, if there's nothing else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Master Sentry, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Hanrafat and give my warmest regard to the Count. Then, no more forays into enemy territory. Very well. I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Nanette. May our meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. The guy does not seem to understand that she does not like him. All of us just shrug, and the other guy just shakes his head as though, all's well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing, then. We can speak on the journey home. I'll probably have to deal with the Primal eventually. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just double checking to make sure that they were going back to Ishgard. Yep. So then, where's the other place I'm going? Alright. That's it. We're going to the western region, which is all the snow. Hopefully this guy doesn't get himself kidnapped. Oh, nice robot suit. Oh, is that another Nier Autonoma one? I feel like it is, but I can't quite remember. No, that's something different, I think. Hard to tell. Boing. So I'll go talk to you to get this, even though I don't really use the... Actually, I just realized the porters would actually probably be faster than my current mount speed in the new areas. Well, it looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne turbo, does it not? Still find the experience strangely liberating. To your business. Sir Renanol is in charge here. He should be expecting us. Oh, really? Let me check real quick. Oh, yeah. Only one crystal for the entire map. That's going to be interesting. Well, at least until I can get back to mount speed and flying. Gone for far too long, Doraton. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive our lateness, around. I brent with Aura Sentry, ward of House Four Steps. Ah, yes, of course. Dorderman spoke of you. I, Serenal of House Duranay, bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would it be correct in assuming that Master Sentry is unfamiliar with our recent history, and with your permission, I shall recount the tale for his benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers. Then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the highlands were to be abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the western highlands and the expulsion of her heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet is no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we have House Four Steps are at your disposal, Sir Renanol. You need but tell us where to begin. Okay, this guy might be a little standoffish, but so far he's not nearly as overblown as the other guy, or the other brother. Several craftsmen in service of House Duran are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Rolf, their foreman, tells me he has need of a man with your talents. Would you be so kind to seek him out? Certainly. Yes, I'm Rolf, and who might you be? I do love how they've upgraded his animations. Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. The honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over with one of the blackbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But Fury, take me this ice. It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words, there's pockets of them here and there just waiting for me to turn me back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, I'm sure you'll find them. Got it. Find the ice sprites. Good thing one of my attacks is a giant flaming leap. Ah, there's 3 of them now. And they're down. Stick dummies. There we go. Some annoying ice sprites done and dusted. That's like. Now there's a man that looks like he found his marks. Just the sort we need around here. They kind of all hop to it when it sees the task undone. Let's see what my new armor looks like. Whoa. I like it. You see a dab hand. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I have any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. It'd be a waste to keep it to myself when there's others out there in need of help, same as me. So if you're keen to help to keep doing what you're doing, I'll ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody huge statue out in the waste. If you've never been, Mason by the name of Theramont is out there tending to the thing. Good man Theramont, but I reckon he's taking on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Okie dokie. Actually, until I unlock the ability for my mounts to start flying again, this actually is... The fact that there's only one crystal here is probably going to be a... Well, maybe not a problem, but definitely a little bit annoying because I'm always going to have to start from this one part of the map. Bad wolves. Stabbing. Oh, and there's the end of the pike. I've been out here for part of the Dragoon quest. Actually, some part of me was thinking if I should do the Paladin missions today, but then I realized a lot of them will probably take me deep into the Heavensward territory, so it's probably better if I explore a bit more before I start taking on all those quests. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like go really far out into the area, or maybe even have to fight in areas that I haven't been to yet. There am I. Hello. How do you travel? What brings you this way? Four-man roll bid you to assist me. Well, be far from me to turn down a helping hand. I'm tasked with restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I have just a thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 of them and bring me their bristles, it would be in your debt. Okie dokie. Stab. There we are. Hypnotize. Yep, here are the bristles. Yeah, of course it is. It'd be perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Howdreth, the first of the Azor Dragoons, and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. Some of everything Javarians despise, which is why they've taken to steering with dragonfire every time they pass. No longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. Work may be hard and conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I could not ask for a greater honor. What's next? Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sarah Yashtor, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. And you know, while you were away, she came through in patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. Thank you. Oh yeah, that is a little bit of a detour, but it should be fine. Besides, I don't actually think I've been over this way. When a random animal is the same level as Ultima. Actually, Rose, I have a question for you. Who would win in a fight? Ultima or a level 90 goat from a future expansion? Yashador. Is this the package? I have the fuck idea what you're talking about. I found it. Full of... what a waste. This is a gift adventure. Thurman labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to eat better. Try and eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the fury, have you noticed that the decorum? A highborn knight can't be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concerns, as well as your willingness to assist him. May your journey back to Focusness be swift and safe. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. Just gonna warp myself back there. Actually, that's a question I didn't think of. When we were all trying to escape Ul'dah, why didn't we all just warp ourselves away? I can't be the only one who's attuned to different Aetheryte in different areas. Why didn't the rest of the Scions and all just, warp ourselves to another part of the world? We could have easily just warped ourselves to Gardena. I understand story reasons, but... Supply initiative. Rolf tells me you've been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I've been tasked with protecting all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Hotel included. And now I get some new gauntlets as well. Nice. Only thing I didn't pick up was the helmet, I think. Ah, well. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drummond said. Good. We've lost contact with Rakanat's party since north to Riversmeet in search of Heretic's hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some misfortune, we know not, but regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Hotel will be working together. Seek him out when you're ready to depart, and good luck. Change of assigned to an area near Camp Riversmeet, Master Sentry. As you run away, the camp is one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Korth's western highlands, one of the many sacrifices we made in the wake of the calamity. It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let's be off. Agreed. Given how all the snow and stuff actually apparently only started after the calamity, I would actually be interested to see what this area was like before it all happened. I'm also wondering if there's anything we can do to kind of help with all the blizzardy conditions. I don't think so, but it would be kind of cool if there was. Whee! Boink. I still say this music is entirely too cheery for the fact that I'm sitting on top of a giant eyeball monster. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize there was anything down there. It was so foggy. There, below us, Camp Riversmeet, or what remains of it. See no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we fall, the beasts below and make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. Oh, there's... Is that an Aetheryte down there? Like one that's been frozen over? I can't tell from here, but I'll have to get a closer look. Crown Party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured the trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Infamy. To investigate the camp itself, we can't be certain. We must press on. Yeah, this guy is definitely more competent than his brother. Oh, wow. Oh, the Warrens. Oh, it's these guys. The, Bergthers. Like the last guys that we fought as part of the, level 50 Paladin quest. Oh, it is an Aetheryte. One that's been frozen and destroyed due to the cold. That's actually really cool, though. You never actually see, like, the Aetherytes, damaged or anything. But this one's fallen to pieces and gotten overrun with frost crystals. Foolish heretics, I'm a dragoon. You can't stop me. I shall help you. You're right, I heard the sounds of a struggle. Heck, the Fury thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You starting to live up to your reputation, Master Sentry. What happened to you, sir? Is there no one else? We're caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Naught but white all around until we saw ships moving towards us, running towards us with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others... They were shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. The heretics trapped you here. Aye, my lord, heretics' hideaway lies somewhere into the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of the passage, for my brothers must come. Have faith, sir. Justice will be done. First, we must see to your safety. Oh, Iceheart's here. He has the right of it, Master Sentry. Whatever remains of the heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we can't very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith. Be sure to leave some clear footprints. I realize this plan may place you in danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind. Enora, thank you. You're welcome. And given my own history with taking on impossible odds, it makes sense to send me ahead while you send him back for reinforcements. Still would have been really interesting to see, like, if the original Final Fantasy XIV hadn't needed to be rebooted with the Calamity. I wonder what this area would have looked like if they hadn't, like, froze it over. There's a polar bear. Fresh footprints. Twin pools. Devil Sync is in effect. Tracks continue to the north. Suspicious footprints. They continue north. Continue north this way. Seems like they're following the river for now. Spineless heretic. Let's go for this Bellweaver first. Duty complete. That is one creepy looking statue over there. Iceheart.
Looking for me, I presume.
Honestly, lady, I didn't even know you were here. Oh?
Ah, the child who glimpsed the truth.
Oh.
No, it cannot be.
Oh? She's uncertain?
He cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo.
Was blessed with the echo, but...
The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard.
Oh, wow, was that quick?
We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own.
Oh.
I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr.
Hraesvelgr. Haven't even heard of him yet.
And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes.
You saw what happened years ago.
I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people. To bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
Once were. There's definitely some history that's been cleansed here. Not the innocents who die when you attack the Foundation.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
So the dragons want revenge for something, but they were going after anyone.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
So the history as to why the dragons are angry has been lost to the Ishgardians, but to the dragons, it's as if it just happened, so the anger is still there, still fresh.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken, and peace restored.
I just want to know what you saw. What is the history that the Ishgardians have forgotten?
We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
For now as one. Heretic or not, I think it is the right course to let her leave for now. She's caused problems, but there's too much going on that I just don't know. It's a century, praise hell, you are alive. Came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. It is a pity Lady Iceheart escaped. We must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have put them on the run. We have dealt our foes a telling blow this eve, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. The knights had the matter well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking the heretics across miles of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours of rest next to a warm fire. Oh, now it's just going to be a random side quest. Interesting how it doesn't actually reveal more of the map if I explore an area while on a duty. Rivers mean may as well run around a little bit and explore and discover some more areas. River. So with that done, let's warp ourselves back to Falcon's Nest. Still, that was very informative. I at least know quite a bit more about what's going on. It still leaves way too many questions. No, messenger. We're glad to see you both hail and hearty. What news? Say you hunted them down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the fury! I believe we've made great strides towards purging the land of the heretics, and I mean to say as much when we deliver my report to my father in the Holy See. As will I, Lord Attell. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Germain and foresights could accomplish through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest? You certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Master Sentry have accomplished far more than I could have thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. It's actually pretty beautiful out here once the blizzard is away. And then I head back to the Foundation. And then we warp ourselves back up to the upper level. Because both the quests that I need to complete are up here. That's a fact. I confess I wasn't rather fond of airship travel. The chill wind upon your face, the warmth of blood pumping through your veins from excitement. Found the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Mixed up with the joy of having cheated death yet again. Haha. In any event, I must make for the congregation of forms for Almeric of all that occurred. Minin should have returned to the manor by now. Why don't you go and see if he's recovered from his ordeal? Alright, so now both of them are waiting for me in the manor. Yes, please allow me to enter. Since you had to speak plain from the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly now, I realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. Perhaps swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. Legacy of my father's soul, indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him, and to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is the worst of it. At Camp River Meet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Zora and honored guest of the house, my new comrade in arms, Hunchfart's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest nor any sign of fear, and you dutifully tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Heavensward has the right of it all along. I doubted your strength, which speaks to my own weakness, but I will not doubt you again, Master Sentry. On that you have my word. Glad that he was able to learn something from this. Piety, Savage Aim. You know what? Quit done. There we are. Now let's go talk to the Derby brother. Oh, Derby music. How's your... God, what a... Did he have to strike me so hard? Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters at Cowtop. How I endangered the lives of others through my own reckless and incompetence. It's not easy playing a hero, it is. Utter despair. It's for me! That was underwhelming in terms of, like, lessons learned, I suppose. Black Chocobo whistle. Oh, I'll be able to ride a Black Chocobo now. Aether Compass. What does that do? Sentry, that my lord and count much desire to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Atoa and Lord Emanau, if you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns.
Okay, thank you, Viv.
I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emanalane's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
Glad I could be of help.
My lord.
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings.
Oh?
Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What?
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamayo. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Alright, let's go clear this up. We've won the hearts and mind of many countrymen. There are those who would never be swayed, men who would dismiss your efforts and resent your success, even while we celebrate them. It is like that one such member of House is manipulating Sir Gromrix, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I'm quite certain of his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us not if we cannot prove their innocence. We do well to speak with Sir Almeric at the congregation of our knights most heavenly. We will know more of these charges. Of course, the moment something starts to go well. Where am I going? Oh, the Dragoon area. Run. Run. Oh, Almeric. Hello. Once more. This is a come out of happier circumstances. You're come to plead for Master Alpha and Mr. Taro, I take it. Word of the entertainment reached us while we were delivering my report on Veru Primal. Truly, I know not which is more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. That Dragona's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a Knight of the Heavensward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice to say it, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. That's all the signs have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us defend the steps of faith and drive back the Horde. After proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? Here, there's one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. Of course. In a trial by combat, sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the pensioner's standing. Why is that a thing? Under Guardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphanad and Mistress Tataru would be expected to face Sir Gromrix on a second of his choosing, another Knight of the Heavensward most like. Two of them, by the fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphanad's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he has no choice but to participate. Master General, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be affronted the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Heavensward, but all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. That said, I will visit Master Alphanad at once and inform him of our intentions, or meet me in the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. That still seems like a really stupid rule. It's like, oh, I think that I'm innocent, so I'm going to challenge you to trial by combat. This place is weird. And away I go. Alright, let's go. This is Geflora. When the trial begins, the pensioner will be asked to restate the charges and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mr. Tomo's right to name a champion, that is when you will make your entrance. Oh, I can only see the looks on Sir Grennick's face when he sees his true opponent. It will be priceless. Well, seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer as loud. You will wonder how you could ever be contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? Yes, the Azor Dragoon is ready to kick the butt of this knight. Also, I should have known Tatru was going to get into trouble. This guy seems excessively smug.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grinno, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grinno de Zemile, brother of the Heavensward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward.
For Tatru.
Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grinno's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru, am innocent of this charge, but I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
I was wondering why there was a giant hole in the middle of the floor. If I remember correctly, is Alpha not a healer? I'm trying to remember. Poor Tataru.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
Gonna be interesting.
I have my pride.
you now.
Down with you!
Oh, jeez. Just go down. How long does this bind last for?
It's over.
Duty complete. I mean, we won! The Fury has spoken! Often and Livena, Tataru Tower, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we to receive her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Pensioners, accused, go forth in peace. We're from untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always. Always glad to be of assistance. Please stop getting into trouble. Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversity, two brave souls bound together by pursuit, by puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred within the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of my admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. You may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Oh. Isn't she not strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager? What say, Aura? Will you take her for your steed? Certainly. Lord Huttlefoot, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Heretic Inquisitor Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. Okay. Sorry. We both just shrug at each other. Aether Currents now accessible. Collection expanded Aether Compass acquired. You have obtained a black chocobo. While riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions are met. To fly in a given region, you must first find and attune all the local Aether Currents. In order to attune some currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid in this endeavor, you have also obtained an Aether Compass, which will provide you with both a bearing and distance to the nearest Aether current upon use. The Aether Compass can be found under Collection in the Duties section of the main menu. To review your progress, select Travel from the main menu, followed by Aether Currents. Okay. Oh, so that's how you can re-establish flying in regions. You've added item interest in your collections. Other such keepsakes can be found on your adventures will be stored here. Oh, blue quests give currents. Good to know. So, collection, Aether Compass. Oh, this is just the Moogle, Okay, and to finish off each place, it'll give you the last current. So you have to find the current, and then a last blue quest will be there. Yeah, I figured not in big cities, but... Disclosure. Black chocobos are well and good, but the true reward for efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. Should be released upon completion of certain minor formalities. They mean to see to personally. Oh, the main story quest will give the last current. Okay, thank you for clarifying, Rose. In the meantime, pray return to Forceps Manor. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss today's events. Travel tab. Ah, I see. Okay, so I can find information once I get a bit more knowledge about the currents. Good to know. Ah, okay, for each expansion there's 6 currents. Gotcha. Thank you, Rose. You've been very helpful with this. Halloween smiles on us again, Master Sentry, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. Confess, I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. We only knew the strength of your opponent. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of Heavensward while the city's elite looked on, but fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. Hello? My lord! Just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Master Sentry. Invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. Personal summoning is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you'd be wise not to delay. Go, Master Sentry. We shall speak anon. The priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him, and he will escort you inside. I was wondering when I was going to get to see the Archbishop. This will be interesting, especially as I saw the 2 Asians standing side by side with the bishop, which is a problem. Honor receive you, Master Sentry. This way, please. They probably had me give up my weapons when going to see the Archbishop. Which does make complete sense. Bowing my head in respect. Yeah, Knight, it is my honor to present you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thorin VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavensward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
All's well that ends well, but probably accept for now.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred.
I at least
For
appreciate
who
the
could doubt
apology.
the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Well, I must say I'm surprised. This will be interesting indeed. Damn, this room's big.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position.
I can imagine.
Now, tell me, young man, what do you know of the Asians?
Ashians, he knows.
Much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them. Have entertained them as guests, even.
Oh, jeez, he admits it.
Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet.
He was smarter than the Galleons, at least.
Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them.
Oh.
Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict.
Oh, jeez, that's dangerous, dude. You gotta be careful.
And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light.
So they fear me even without my blessing.
If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must need work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
This guy's definitely smarter than the Galleons. And I'm glad he told me about that. So he's actually been almost playing like a double agent role. No wonder he didn't want to tell the rest of his people what's going on. That is some very... I was not expecting that. When I saw the Asians in his throne room the first time, I actually assumed the worst. Oh, actually, I almost forgot. Now summon the Black Chocobo. This is certainly some information. I honestly don't even know what to make of it.
are. I confess I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced.
Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna tell him about the Asians, though.
By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well.
Indeed they do.
We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you.
Oh, what did you find out?
When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Raubahn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate.
What? Oh no.
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orshafon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Raubahn.
Agreed. Lucky number 7. I'm gonna actually check the achievements real quick. I want to see what that one's for. Complete scenario disclosure. Oh, I had an orchestra roll that I forgot about, or that I didn't even realize I was getting. Alright, before we can... Oh, Ultima Orchestra roll. Alright, before I continue, I am just going to briefly go bathroom. I shall be right back. Alright, and I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go save Raubahn. As a plan of action wishes to share. If the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Olaf without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, should I propose to visit Limsa. Ah, you heard right. While you were about in your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Forceps and the Limsa Consortium. During some negotiations, had an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I'm happy to report we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation to any effort to rescue Raubahn. Accordingly, we have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both, yet presence never fails to embolden allies after all. When you arrive in Limsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Zamal at Bulwark Hall in the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. It actually kind of makes sense that Limsa would be one who would definitely still support us. I mean, their entire thing is like piracy, so even if we were accused of murder, or like of killing the Sultana, they would probably be the most likely to be willing to give sanctuary, especially after we helped them deal with Leviathan. Actually, I think Ul'dah was the only place where we didn't help with a primal. We defeated King Mog and Rahau in the forest, and we defeated Leviathan near Limsa, but we didn't defeat any new primals near Ul'dah. Alright, let's go to the bridge.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
She sounds a bit different too.
We had allies there who took us under their wing, and theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Ul'dah, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Ah, that must be a way of explaining why you're able to go back to Ul'dah without too much trouble, even if I haven't already.
Sharp as ever, Master Elfino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Ul'dah Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Raubahn a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Ul'dah authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing.
Oh.
To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Oh my god, these guys.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Oh, they're probably going to try and have it that, oh, the Sultana is going to announce that someone else is going to take over for her, even though she's already dead.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raubahn is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long.
Bait,
Pray
maybe?
mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Raubahn had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves,
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain.
Good.
At any rate, if we're to rescue Raubahn, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Yeah. Feels like the people of Doma are getting back at Uldar for turning them away. Raubann's survival is vital to the Azorian Alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. We cannot send troops into Uldar to spell the end of the Alliance, and war, like it or not, if there is to be a rescue, it falls on you and yours to attempt it. Look. I'd not have it any other way, Admiral. So he founded the Crystal Braves, and now he must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphanod. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in the kitchen. Can we go to Revenant's Toll? I thought that place was being watched. No, I wouldn't mind if I did have to fight a few of them. I still have a score to settle with the leader. Or like Alphanod's second in command, who cut off Raubahn's hand. Wonder if I have those out soon. You notice when you face your traitor, to haul you for your crimes. Expect you doubtless to put up a fight or not to bring conflict to town. Priorities protect the people. We can't risk any of the bystanders getting hurt. If I find you anywhere else, though, do not be so lenient. Consider yourself warned. Okay. Oh, they're upstairs. No, where's the staircase? There it is. Sora, I knew in my heart that you were safe. To see you again in the flesh, words cannot express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amidst the chaos, some few of my compatriots were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in Revenant's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers upon awaiting your return. If done well by us, we Domans will not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all in our power to aid you. Okay, so the Crystal Braves have taken control of the Toll. Oh, I can do the next quest. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Nimsa that you were searching for General Raubahn. The Admiral will have informed you. He was recently moved from his cell in the Majah pit. At the same juncture, yourself and the 3rd Unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This cannot be a simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek out domain at High Bridge, where I to am bound. Got it. Oh, they're gonna try and execute him at the place where they tried to execute the guy for the level 30 Gladiators quest, I bet. They're gonna try and get him, they're gonna try and push him off the bridge. At least that's what I'm assuming they're gonna try and do. Either that or they're gonna walk him over the bridge to the pit of the gnarled crystals and push him over there. I'm expecting you. Time is of the essence, right shall be direct. You and his men are bound for Halatali? We this is where I intend to carry out the execution. Ozan is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let's make haste and join him. Okay, so not quite executing in the same location as I thought. Oh, are they gonna try and force him into that arena that I had to go through as a dungeon? A good time, but moments ago the traitor Elbert arrived and entered Halatali. From this, maybe a certain General Raubahn is being held within. Keeping the flame alive. There's no time to lose. General Raubahn may be executed at any moment. We must enter it and free his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you're ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. Alright, let's go. Oh, hello there.
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
You're fine, let's go.
Lady Ugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to recall it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Yes, do not misplace your resolve.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You're fine.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Raubahn is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Indeed.
Hozan, the three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Dowade and Higiri with you. With me!
Alright, let's go. We're gonna save him. Oh, we're actually in the dungeon itself. Saw from the Colosseum. Doink! Yes, I am. Oh, I'm gonna go for this guy instead because they're the spellcaster. I think Angel may have awoken. Hello, Angel. Hello. I'm off to rescue Raubahn. He was moved here by the Crystal Braves, and now I'm kicking their butts.
Is he the Sultana's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, the Sultanate has not announced the charges against us or the Sultana's death to the public yet.
Aww.
Yeah. Because even they realize, oh, that would be a problem. So they're just claiming, oh, she's just sick. So, other than that, a bit has happened. I helped out the other brother and met Iceheart again. He was much more... the other brother was much nicer. But yeah, this is definitely a trap.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. You look like you're having a problem.
Mm-hmm. Found some magic device. They're not forced open. Yeah. Also, I did run into Iceheart again, and she explained a bit more about what happens when the calamity happened. The area that we saw that was with all the ice where I had the Dragoon quest, it became like that in like hours. There was like 10 feet of snow and ice within hours. So her and her people tried to flee. There was an avalanche and she was left alone. So in order to survive, she went to the Dragonlands, and there she had an echo where she saw what happened. She also apologized for all the civilians who were killed when the dragons broke through and destroyed the lower foundation area of Ishgard. She and the dragon of the lake guy, he explained that the dragons see things now as they were 1,000 years ago. So their rage is like, it's like a fresh wound still. They still see things now as they were in the past. Meanwhile, the Ishgards have basically forgotten what happened. Because fathers died and sons forget, as he said. So, learned a little bit more about what's going on, but still not a lot of answers.
One of the dragons needs some therapy, my goodness.
Yeah, I've heard of such devices. Crystal Blaze will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it.
You sure? We're kind of like in a boss arena right now, so I got it.
Mm-hmm. No, not be necessary.
Yeah, but see?
Try not to take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Oh, you, the leader of the Third and the little bastard.
Oh, okay.
Happily, you will not suffer for long. The poison will convey you swiftly into the bosom of Thaw, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. Little brat.
Oh no.
Yeah, if you get up to the kitchen, can you get more water?
Yeah,
No.
that'll be a minute.
Oh, great, we're being poisoned.
Okay. Look, there's a health bar for the guy yourself.
Mm-hmm. Shoot. Okay, I think she's handling the one that's attacking Raubahn. Alphanad, you take care of that one, I'll force the gate.
Alright. That's a big explosive.
The Braves have the key, but where's the mist coming from? Uh-huh. But she's tending to it and keeping him alive. Oh.
Whoa.
Wrong button. The Alphanot has enough wherewithal to heal himself. And this is like one of the dungeon areas, just without all the enemies in it.
I know, these big, like, iron spiky balls, excuse me, are, you're making me nervous when you run past them, because I'm afraid if you hit them, they're gonna explode like mine. Whoa. Stab the door. Stab the door! Oh.
No? Where? Oh, maybe over there? Okay. I didn't realize that there was something over there.
Hi, Elfina. Nobody.
No, I don't think so, but he's much more motivated to help. Also, him and Tatru were accused of committing heresy, and but thankfully, through trial by combat, I cleared their names with Alphanot at my side, and I then went to see the priest. He apologized for what happened, as well as he admitted to openly consorting with the Ashians. And he said that he didn't believe them or want to be pawned in their schemes, but he knew that if he just turned them away, they were going to keep trying to do what they were going to do anyway. So he admitted lip service to them to try and, figure out what they were doing.
Alright.
Oh, the door's open.
I think I'll find this damn house. Alright. Oh, look. Boss arena. Perfect.
Hey, buddy, I'm here. Stop just trying to attack Alphanot.
Leave him alone. Just wait. Also, he's early. That's what I can do, right? And let's just see how they're going to put it off.
Yeah, apparently the Braves took over Revenant's Toll, but they won't attack me when I'm in there because they've been required to keep the area safe, and so they don't want to, let the battle spill out into it. But they warned me that, that if they see me outside it, they'll go for me.
Alright, well.
So it is nice to be able to finally take down some of these triggers. Jerks. Whip, whip! Identification key.
Alright, cool. Alright, that's okay.
Alright, it can't. I have a feeling it's not going to be this simple, though. Yeah. Yeah, thankfully, though, I forgot to mention, the reason the Sultanate didn't mention the crimes against us is because both the Limsa lady and the Gardena lady both pressured them to not reveal it until there was irrefutable evidence, because they said that, accusing, the saviors of the realm of such a crime would cause, people to take up arms and go crazy.
Oh,
which, yeah.
She's not wrong.
It's they're completely right about it, but it's also a very good, subtle, subtle way to keep things calm for the time and to make sure that we're not hated everywhere.
Yeah. Probably allows you to still move around certain areas.
Yeah.
For sacrifices and stuff. Hey, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now what happens next?
Probably more problems.
Probably.
You okay?
Yeah, alright, Raubahn. Still missing an arm, I see. I think.
Oh, did you think you would get it back?
Yep, slowly, General. You're weak for me, yeah, I know. Now else you must quit this place. Should have known what clever contrivances. What are clever contrivances to a warrior of light? Well done, hero. Ill-bred. You bastard. Ill-bred.
Oh look, Alphanot agrees with you.
Yep. He was his right command, and he betrayed him.
Yeah.
You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you stand in my way, I will cut you down like the rest. Come, sires, let's get this over with.
Yeah, so we know it wasn't over.
Mm.
Okay, here we go.
Sultan's assassins are here. Crystal Braves with me. Whatever it takes.
His name is what? It comes like this. And I really should understand.
Strength is left me. Buddy, it's fine. I will handle them.
Stay back. Breathe for a little bit.
You know.
You can do this. Now let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this Conjurer first, because I think that they're healing. You know what? I'm going for the little guy first.
Okay.
This is for being a money-grubbing bastard. Oh, he actually is like saying lines as he's attacking. For Amigo, bro, you betrayed the people that had the best to unite Yuzoria that could help it.
This changes nothing.
Oh, shut up.
It is over, Ilberd. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Yeah, it's
Justice?
Thank you.
Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Wait, what?
Is she alive?
Wait a second, he also admitted to Raubahn that he assassinated her. Was he just trying to goad him?
I don't know.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, clever little shite.
Remember, it's like clever little shite. So it wasn't a poisoning? So what happened? Is she still alive?
If you think you fight for justice, lad, you'd best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used? By the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves? They none of them care a whit what you want. Only what you can do for them.
Trying to turn me?
How do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing.
So you betrayed everyone?
What good does that gonna do you? Clearly. Don't.
We ourselves are not free. Free to think and to act. How are we ever to reclaim our homeland? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
So what? You're gonna cause chaos in the three city-states instead of helping them unite so that way they would actually have a force to take on the Empire?
What do you think? Oh my god.
This guy's logic is completely a...
Let's...
Oh,
Hey,
you bastard!
Are you running away?
Coward.
Uh-oh.
You'll not get away!
Oh, you're very high.
No, Master Alphino. Now is not the time.
That's right, we have to take care of Raubahn first.
I was afraid that he was, instead of running, that he was going to go after Raubahn while you guys were distracted. I'm at least happy to see that's not the case. Hey, buddy.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. I'm in your debt.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
Even fools have a part to play. On your feet, gladiator. This fight is not over.
Excuse me. I give you my
Rest
verbal
assured,
blessing, sir.
I was not planning to die till it avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lad.
Still, if she's not actually poisoned, is she still alive somewhere?
Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
We'll see. Alphinaud definitely thinks she is.
Are you aware that Lord Olorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope. But I have reason to believe that her grace may yet live.
Okay, I was wondering why he wasn't giving more specifics, because he doesn't.
But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without...
Good idea.
Alright. Everybody out.
I'm just imagining having to carry Raubahn out, and then imagining me doing that as a Lalafell. There was actually... I think I keep forgetting to tell you this, but there was actually a quest earlier with a merchant that was, like, giving the, like, weapons to the, refugees that caused, like, the riot, where my guy, like, aggressively, like, glares at him in order to get him to do that. And I'm just imagining how much funnier that would be if I was, like, a Lalafell and just, like, aggressively glares at your shins.
Your shins look right for the stabbing, my friend. Hi, everybody.
General is safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since got over the entrance. There was no further activity. Then Ilberd and his minions fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady.
Bye-bye.
General Adnan, I presume, and the signs of the seventh dawn. Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct you to the steps of the Waking Sands. Know that Master Unigrager awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. Unigrager. I have a bad feeling about him. He was shown meeting with the emissary in the shadowy area where the Asians hang out.
Oh, no.
It's like, it doesn't seem like he's like a traitor, but he definitely knows much more than he was letting on.
Yeah.
Which I am concerned about him.
Yeah.
There's no ruse, I assure you, General Alphinaud. If you come with me, I have prepared a carriage, and we may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes.
Is your staff going to fit in the carriage? It looks a little too big.
Maybe. We'll see.
Hi, Gary.
I still don't think he's an enemy, given how much, he's been part of, like, other quests and stuff, but I have concerns about the fact that he was apparently meeting with an Asians.
Yeah.
Spoken of Unigrager via Link Pro, he confirms the man's story.
Oh. Okay.
Raubahn is in safe hands. Let us make our way to Vesper Bay.
Okay, alright. That's actually really clever. I'm happy you were able to do that, because that was smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I still have the Vesper Bay tickets. Back to the Waking Sands. Okay, must have dispelled the glamour. Or it doesn't apply to us, whatever.
Okay, alright. Hi.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Do we know the Lalafell's with him?
One of them is the general that was, like, the general's son who, like, helped us escape.
Okay.
The other one looks familiar, I'm not sure who they are.
Alright.
Father!
Oh, yeah.
Pippin, my son.
Hi.
And Master Papashan besides.
Master Papashan. Do I know him? I feel like I should know him.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
Yes!
She does.
Oh my god!
You.
Raubahn.
It was I who arranged this gathering.
And who are you?
And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal, and member of the Syndicate.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not sure who the Order of Natal is.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Please. Please.
Young man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Probably a lot of,
No, the moment she dropped to the ground, I stood up and was like shocked, and then the brass blades burst in. I didn't have a chance to even get close to her.
Why ask when she's playing? You know the answer.
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji.
Oh.
It is my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends.
I wonder if that's why Teleji decided, I'm going to taunt Raubahn while he's on the ground in despair, despite the fact that he has two giant swords that can slice me in half.
He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
Oh, he must have had the lady in waiting replace the poison with something else. Maybe like a stunning
Strike
something.
me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
Or maybe it's a less potent type of
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Yeah, you're right.
Some manner of sedative, perchance. Of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Alright, we're pulling the Snow White here.
Yeah.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh.
I'm glad she's not dead, but that just makes the trailer even more like misleading. Still, that was a good few hours.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
We thought that this would be the thing. It sounded like she was in on it.
I know.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something.
Fine, I'll punt him only halfway across the room instead of a full way across the room.
And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana.
So, why is he just like holding her somewhere rather than...
I don't know.
I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information, and arranged this gathering.
Okay, she wants order restored.
I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. lest you forget her grace's words. The true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
That is very true, and I understand time's of the essence, but can we please take a nap first?
As for the more
Change
worldly
his clothes.
kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue her grace, and take your place at her side once more, for her sake, and that of our nation.
It almost seems I can understand now why the Crystal Braves were straining with this, because if he wanted the Grace alive, I'm assuming that the Crystal Braves weren't so happy about that.
It does make me wonder how many other players know about her not dead.
I'm sure anyone that's gotten past this point know about it. It's just I'm sure a lot of people don't know it at the beginning, because Rose is pretty good about avoiding spoilers, and I know a lot of other people in the fandom are also pretty good about avoiding it.
I'm not thinking about the people in the fandom. I'm thinking about the characters in the story.
Probably very few of them. And not counted on Pioris Dawella herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raubahn, we have taken vital first steps for resolving matters in Uldar. We couldn't have done it without you, Aura. Thank you.
Stoic nod. Actually, I don't know if you did or not, but it seems like the type of thing you would do a stoic nod to. So I'm counting it.
Gaul break, or Gaol?
Goal. I don't know.
Gula break, maybe. It's like, I think it's like supposed to be like the name of the prison or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a title from it. The Redeemed, Unbeliever, Bearer of the Torch. I'm gonna actually look at my,
Bearer of the Torch is pretty cool.
Let me see my titles. Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of new titles.
Who's
Redeemed, Unbeliever, Bearer of the Torch, Keymaster.
Bug Boy. I still love the Bug Boy.
I'm just waiting until I have Imperial Nuisance as a title. Nope, he has a call on his Link Pearl. What's happening now? I have a feeling we're gonna be taken back to Ishgard for a bit. Tataru? Yes, General Raubahn is in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well, we return at once. Pray notify the court count of our coming.
Alright.
Let's see, we face another crisis. Revenge are preparing to resume the siege on the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon Sultana to her fate, we lack necessary evidence to act upon her claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Tarpon and the others to investigate and return with haste to Ishgard. You're right. Now that we're in Ishgard, we can't just leave them be. And Alphamata goes running off, and I just stand there.
Yep, as you do, right?
Yeah. I forget. What time do you work today? 10:30 to 1:30?
10:30 to 6:30.
Okay.
Did you just say 10:30 to 1:30?
Yes.
No.
Sorry, my mistake.
No, it's there. I do not have 3-hour shit. That would be really nice though, because I did not get to sleep till almost 3 yesterday.
Is
Not chill.
any particular reason?
Well, I couldn't really wind down, and then I was overeating, and I was trying to figure out what was comfortable for me, and then as the time went on, it just got harder and harder to wind down. Because you're thinking about how much time,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna have, and then boy, did I get there.
Sorry, I had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for cutting your union short with the general. I'm going to bother you, but the city's awash with rumors of another attack, and Lord Hatfetch was desperate to get hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head in. From one thing to another, as always.
Yeah, that's just how you roll here.
Sorry for the delay. Friend, thank you for answering our call with such a clarity. As I'm sure you're now aware, the Devarians are once more gathering for war. Master Sentry, Master Levener, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we have thought it best to have Mr. Sentry contact you by the most direct means available. When the observatory's bells toll, it is a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See is an order that we must make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returned from the west claiming they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Oh, must be from the trailer. Hedog's minions gather once more for war. Or at least something similar, maybe. But not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When we first came to Iceheart, I offered you my protection. I cannot ensure your safety here. I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Silence at the seventh dawn, you are faced with a choice: to remain in besieged Iceheart or to gain sanctuary elsewhere. I will not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Though we flee to the ends of the world, it would seem there's no place troubled ages free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Iceheart, and once more our weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. But say you are a... I could just say I would stay and fight. And fight we shall. Let never be said that we abandon our allies in their hour of need.
Fair enough. Alright, I gotta go get changed.
Okay. The choice to make this stay will have grave considered implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Manor.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
Certain exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
Oh.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Oh?
Estinian.
Estinian, the Zord Dragoon.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare.
That's a good point. Even if we can delay the attack, that'll give them more time to be ready for it.
Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
Potentially, but...
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I, for one, would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise.
Agreed.
A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
That's a good point.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
Well, that's certainly an interesting twist. We've chosen a difficult road. It even should we succeed in Winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for power will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. And you must pension his Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Elmrek will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tattru, I'd ask you to remain and force us manner and inform the Count of our decision. Tell them that the signs of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. Okay, so we're gonna try and talk to Iceheart and see if we can talk with the dragon and convince him to not attack the city.
Okay.
And at the very least, we hope that it will allow us to buy time that will give the city a chance to prepare itself for another attack. It's like hope for the best. At the very worst, maybe we can buy some time for them to prepare.
Yep.
Given this one of dragons attacking the city, I have a feeling that that's most likely going to happen. Speak, Lord Commander. Pray make it quick.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Hello. 'Twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses.
Indeed.
Yes.
The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit, the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Thank you.
Stoic nod. Alright, on that note, I've got to go.
I'm probably going to end stream soon anyway, so...
Alright, don't forget about your laundry.
I will not forget about my laundry, thank you.
Alrighty.
I will close the door behind you.
Thank you.
We secure the support, we may proceed without fear of preemptive Ishgard attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us Raubahn will attack as soon as the Horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over Lady Iceheart, then locate and probably have Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. We are ready and soon, let us be about our task.
Alright, what's coming? Yay! Alright, ooh. Alright, good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day at work.
I will do my best.
Such commotion.
Hey, just as goodbye, Internet. Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming.
Yes, they are.
Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
Lip service.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution.
He's better, but he's still too focused on the dragons.
We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
Seems like he's got his own plans that I have to worry about. What the?
For the glory of King Thordan.
What the? I have concerns about that, but I'm gonna start this quest and then I'll end on the stream. What about the Oh, that's gonna be great. With that forth, we must inform Tatru of our plans. I shall wait you in St. Ravine's Forum. Tell your friends that we may be some time. The road we have chosen is neither short nor easy. That I need no reminding. Come on, let us head to Forsyth Manor. Okay, but I do think that I shall end my stream there, because that does seem like a good ending point. Really concerned about what's going on with the Holy See, though. Even though he was honest with me, I think that he's still doing his own thing and causing problems, potentially. But for now, we shall end the stream, and I wish to say thank you everyone for joining me. Hope you had a good time, and we shall see you all next time. Good night, Internet.